My guest today is Chavez Salazar, a community banking leader with Sunrise Bank. With years of experience in business development and relationship banking, Laura is passionate about helping families and small businesses succeed through personal service and local support. Welcome, Laura.
Thank you, David. Excited to be here.
Good to have you. I want to dive right in and talk about technology. As we see our economy and the country evolve with, every day it's a headline about AI and about chips and about cybersecurity and all of these things. I think it's natural for businesses and individuals, a consumer, to want to know how a bank that they do business with is able to stay on top of all that, how they're able to embrace technology, but keeping the banking personal and local.
That is an excellent question, considering every day that's probably we're getting an email about something, something changed. For Sunrise Bank, as small as we are, it is very important that we offer all of the technology that is available, at other banks. Otherwise, we will lose relevance. We will not be competitive because everybody needs their technology. However, we have to ensure that everyone's money is safe. I mean, our small business community is constantly under attack. They're getting a wire request that they thought was legitimate and it wasn't. So as a bank, it is our job to be that next level of security for them. So we have to stay on top of regulation. The regulators are constantly on us to make sure with AI and cryptocurrency right now, it's like every day it's something that we have to be on top of to keep our customers' information. So we've brought on multi-factor authentication for the customer side, double systems on the back end as well. But we're also still doing some hand-on things where human eyes are looking at things and calling customers and saying, hey, you had an item that posted that, seems out of the norm for you. Is it you? The customer says, yes, okay, we put it through. We brought on some fraud protection software that our business community can use that anytime I talk to anybody, and if you don't have positive pay, you should have it because it will mitigate risk to almost 0%.
Yeah, you need AI robots fighting the other AI robots. Well, this brings me to another related question, which is, with so much of the fake and the fraud and the scams, is this where the community bank versus maybe the larger institutions, that relationship that a business owner or individual has with their local relationship with the community bank, is that an advantage? Is that something that community banks like yours are really emphasizing?
Yes, it most certainly is an advantage because we do not want you to take any loss. So we will take all the steps that we need to make sure that doesn't happen. And if it may seem annoying and, you'll appreciate it later. We had a client that was closing on her home. She's a new client of ours, old client of a large bank. She received her wiring instructions, went into the bank, sent the wire. There was no verification of any sort. Turned out the email of the title company had been hacked. And so she got erroneous, fraudulent wiring, and she sent out $90,000.
Wow.
Well, when the title company says, I didn't get the check, it was too late. It wants a wire. And in a community bank, we will do a manual extra step and call the company and say, hey, verify wiring instructions for me. I know it's going to take an extra minute, but something as manual and as, tedious, it's worth it.
I think that's really good because we're seeing with everything that's happening, I think what we're going to see going forward is going to be much more of human-to-human authentication, because with the ability to fake things so much, faking images and video and voices, and it's going to be more like literally face-to-face.
We are hearing a lot more of fake videos. There was in Miami a loan closing between three attorneys, and the middle attorney was a AI. And, so I think we're back a little bit to that place in time where if you don't see it with your own eyes and touch it with your hand, you have to question it.
That's well put. We're going to come full circle.
We definitely
are. I mean, it's going to be a lot more of direct, personal verification, because so much can be, and that's with today's technology. Where will we be 5 and 10 years from now? We've got to get ahead of this.
Yes.
And be
Yes.
ready. So how do you balance that then, that the cybersecurity, the compliance issues, of course, that are necessary for ease of use for that business or that individual that is doing business with a community bank like yours?
Educate, educate, educate. Tell our clients this is a tool. And it's just that, it's a tool. It doesn't have to be the way you do your business. I'm only a phone call away, but you can do the wire online. But if you're iffy, if you're uncomfortable, call me. If you don't get me, that's another thing. No 800 numbers. Call the office. Somebody's going to answer. Use it as a tool to help you. If you're traveling, you got to do your payroll, great. You have that availability so that your business continues to run no matter where you are. But still take advantage of that personal relationship that we want to give you.
Yeah, even with the concerns that we're expressing, you still are, as the community banks are still embracing mobile and online services. Those are a must-have, right, for community banks.
It is. We don't have as many branches, so we want you to take a deposit and do those things. But like I said, it's a tool. It's a convenience product for you. It doesn't have to be the way you do your business, because I would be happy to run over and pick that check up for you, and have a donut or whatever. No,
that's great. Final question I wanted to ask for us to get to is about community banks, because it is of a community of itself, right? So you all know each other.
Yes.
So that creates an opportunity, I would imagine, for you to collaborate and share some of your best practices in these areas that are hot topics.
We most certainly do that a lot. Regulations change often, for example, and we'll call each other, how are you doing it? What are you doing? What technology are you bringing on to help with the new changes? And because typically community bankers leave happy with their previous employer. For my example, I started in community banking 20 years ago in a community bank. I'm still in great touch with them. They're like family to me. So we'll often call and say, hey, what are you doing for marketing? What are you seeing? And we often collaborate on even on things as, if a hurricane's coming, hey, what time are you all closing? Can we help? It really is. People think it's a competition, but we really do work, because not every customer fits everybody. So we work together.
Well, and depending on the situation, you may know very well that another community bank is a better choice, or you don't have the capacity by yourself and you're saying, hey, let's work on this client together. And I think from the consumer standpoint, that's not only a great advantage, but it's humble and sincere, and we like that.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, well, we like having you, Laura Chavez Salazar. Thank you for being with us.
Anytime. You can call me.
All right, thank you.